Live. We're live. All right, here we go, everybody. Here we go. Hey, welcome to Eric and Lynda Live on Tuesday night. We just want to welcome everybody out to our show. I'm Eric.
And I'm Lynda. Again, welcome to our live show. Tonight we have a great speaker. I can't wait for her to get on the show. But in our pivot, we did last year, our live show started, and we are focusing on businesses, and we're trying to give the viewers some really good information to help them with their business or with investments. And so we put a little spice to it in 2021 and acquired help from our producer, Shell T. So many kudos to her. We hope you like the show today, and let's get it started. Oh, yeah, that's right. We also are going to play a game. It's called the numbers game.
Yes, the numbers game.
You want to explain it?
I'm going to explain it right there, if you can read that in the chat. But I'll let her go ahead and explain it as well. And I'll put that in the chat for those viewers who are coming on a little bit late. You guys will have some information on that.
So we are going to pick a number from in between 1 and 50. And you'll have the opportunity to put your number in the chat. And the winner of the number, who picks the number, you can't go over the number, and you must be present to win, will win a
$10 gift card from Amazon.
Yes.
And, it's been really cool because people are excited. They're like, hey, I got my $10, and they're spending their $10. $10 is $10, yeah. Right? If I keep getting $10 every week, man, that's lunch every week, right? Or something. You could actually buy food on Amazon. So you can shop, you can do a lot of stuff. But, you got to be present to win. Stay tuned for our numbers up game. And we also have some exciting things that are going to be coming in the future. We've been working with a lot of different companies and businesses that want to be a part of our giveaway. And so really stay tuned, because we got some really cool stuff that's going to be coming down the pipeline. And also, there's just so much that's happening, and I'm like trying to figure it all out. But yeah, we'll also be having commercial packages where you can promote your business, and we can put something together for you so you can be part of the show as well. It's a lot of cool stuff that's happening, and we're really excited. And this has become, a passion of ours, something that we never even thought that we would be doing, at this point in time. We thought we would just be chilling at a co-working space, not doing live shows every week. But it's fun. It's exciting. We get a lot of good positive feedback from a lot of people outside, and from our speakers. Our speakers add a lot of value and information into your life. I know every week there's something spectacular that people come back and say, that was really good. I got something. And so that's our goal with our live show.
Yeah.
One of them.
It's really come a long way, because we actually started off doing these 2-minute personal shows by ourselves, like 2-minute talks. And that was hard for me. I was like, what am I going to talk about for 2 minutes? And now we're on a show for over a half an hour. So, but we're not just talking about ourselves. We're talking about things that may help you, like Eric said.
Yeah. And so also, we talk about Workvine. A lot of people ask, well, what is Workvine 209? And they're starting to learn that we're a remote workspace. We're a location where people can work remote. Before it's called co-working, where it's shared work. And people in our area didn't really know what it is, but the whole world knows now, remote work. Yeah. They know what it's like. And so we're a location where you can come and get an office or a desk and be part of an environment where you can work and not have to be at home washing dishes with the kids, with the dog, with the cat. So Work Mind 209. Remember that. Share that with others.
That's a commercial. No. Let's go to commercial.
Yeah. So, what do you have to share? You know, I have a few things to share right now that I want to share with you guys. You know, I do a lot of things that try to keep me encouraged and keep me positive. And so I was reading and I left a little note on my computer and it said, don't give up on your dream. And so it made me think about, you know, how to dream and what to dream about. And for those of you who are looking to start a business or looking to be financially independent, who are looking for a way out of the 9 to 5, you know, don't give up on your dreams. Look and write those dreams down, take pictures of them, you know, post them around your house. I know you probably hear this, but it's really true that it keeps you encouraged and keeps you focused on your dream. So go out and get it and don't ever give up. You know, we talk about that a lot. I mean, almost everybody on the show, on all of our shows, talk about just being consistent, just doing one thing every day. It doesn't have to happen all in 1 week. It takes time to build a business. It takes time to make those changes. It takes time. And so if you just do one little thing every day to accomplish your goals, it'll help you to be successful.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's good talk.
So that's our purpose. That's part of it anyway.
Yes.
So yeah. So another thing, because what do you have?
What do I have? I have a lot. What do you want? What do you want?
All right. I got one more thing.
Apparently you have a lot. Go ahead.
All right. I'll tell you what, right after this commercial break, we'll come back with a little bit more. How about that? All right. So yeah, we had several things that was happening here, and I was talking about, and we were actually just kind of waiting also for our special guest to arrive, and our special guest is here and ready to go. And so this guest today, Dee Williams, she's a financial literacy educator out of Los Angeles. She's doing some wonderful things to help change her community. And she's doing, I mean, I'm looking at her resume. And so she has she's doing, we're going to talk about investment stuff today, but I mean, it's just so cool that she does all these other things, you know. She's doing hair and she's changing lives. She's doing real estate, wholesale. It almost sounds like us. I mean, we got our hands in so many different pieces that, I mean, she's doing some wonderful things in Los Angeles. And so we just want to welcome Dee to our show.
Yes.
Hey, Dee.
Welcome. Oh, you're on mute.
I can't hear you. You're on mute. It's all good. It
all
happens.
Right. Sorry about that. Thank you. Good.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah. Thank you for being a part of our show. You know, I know today is our investment day. We'll be talking about some investment stuff and talking about what you do in that arena. But you do a lot in the community, seems like, helping changing the game up over there in LA.
Yeah.
So share a little bit about
who you are and what you do.
Okay. Well, first of all, I am a mother. I have a 16-year-old mother and a wife. So those are my primary jobs. But
Yeah.
other than that, definitely trying to make an impact in the community. I My family has been entrepreneurs all my life, so that's all I pretty much have known. I say in that bio, I tried to work a job, but a job worked me, and I was over it.
I like that.
So basically, I graduated from FITM. Thought I was going to pursue a career in fashion, in marketing, fashion, and things like that. Recognized that was not my route, but I still love to shop, so I didn't lose that part of me. But with that, I just recognized my family said, hey, we own a barbershop. Get a barber's license. You'll never go broke if you can, cut some hair. So I did that. And, and then I recognized how many heads I was going to have to cut to be a millionaire. And I was over that. So, I had to figure out, what the next level was. And of course, everybody always goes to real estate. Everybody gravitates to real estate. And then I got in that just enough to, realize that I was achieving that kind of money, but it was just a lot of time, and it just I had to find that balance. So what I do now, I work with families. Actually, a little less on that side. I do a little bit more property management. Kind of let the foreclosure and that situation kind of take a back burner. And basically now I assist families with managing and saving money.
That's
wow.
good.
Yeah, that is good. That's good. I mean, we're the same way. We have our hands in so many different pieces that keeps us busy. But I love what you're doing when you talk about helping people and making money and shifting. We worked 9 to 5 for a very long time, and we realized that we wanted to make our own schedule. And that's what you're doing out there. You're making your own schedule, but you're also helping people. So let's talk a little bit about your business and what you do in the investment and the investment business part.
Well, really, I'm gonna be honest. To me, what I am doing is just trying to make a difference in the community by one step at a time, by really trying to fight an injustice in the financial services industry.
Yeah.
I mean, African Americans, we have just been we haven't had the knowledge. We haven't been imparted the knowledge. Nobody taught it to us in high school. Most families, have not learned it. So I was fortunate enough to, again, grow up around entrepreneurs. So I recognized really early what that looked like and what the difference in that looked like. But again, most people haven't. So they are, they take to the mundane job and they stay at the mundane job, but they still haven't recognized that 40 years and 40 hours is never going to make it. And, if they just had the opportunity, which is why I love what I do, is because I'm actually not only in the business, doing my business, but I'm actually able to give, the community the opportunity to do the business with me, so that's where I feel like I'm making a change, because my thing is somebody mentored and helped me and put their hand out and said, hey, if you don't understand it, I'm going to show it to you, and I'm going to make sure that you're successful in it. And that's what I want to do for the next one. So
I have a question. During COVID, as experienced as a business owner in a minority business, we didn't get to didn't get to really participate in some of the like PPP funding, because we weren't really educated, or we didn't anticipate COVID like nobody else did either. But I found that a lot of minority businesses during COVID suffered a lot because they didn't have the financial knowledge or the payroll part of it, the setup of their business, and they didn't get to participate in the federal funding that was available to other people that had the funds to have somebody write it and get the grants for them, or a bookkeeper. Did you find that when you were doing what you do?
The good part is a lot of the people in my office, they are independent business owners. So we kind of gathered together and kind of figured those papers out together. But yes, I did recognize that, even in our clients, we found, we were just kind of giving consult to them, because, it was a thing. You just kind of had to sit down. I was sitting down with my hairdresser, I'm gonna be honest, filling out her papers. So
Wow.
that's kind of, it was just I'm gonna be honest. It wasn't since it wasn't something that was expected. No, we just kind of all had to figure it out too. So it was just everybody gather around and put your head together and let's get this done.
Yeah. Even for like our.
And I'll say this. I'll say that the blessed part about our business is it is recession proof. The thing that I love was it was recession proof. I did better last year than I probably did in the 6 years I've been in the business, because people were paying. They had to look at their own money. They had to put that mirror up. When that stock market did that dip, I got more calls than I ever have. My phone got to ringing. So I'm still reaping the benefit. I'm still living off of that. Off of that. The people that I have a saying, and it goes when things are good, people play, but when things are bad, they ponder. So all the ponder calls, now that's where we're at.
Wow, that's really good. You said something earlier when you said, you're doing the business and you're helping people, but you're also bringing them along with you.
Yeah.
And then I was looking at, in your bio, it says no family left behind. So share a little bit about what that means to you.
Again, as I was saying, like I said, we are correcting an injustice one family at a time. So what we do for families is we sit down with them and we collect their information, but we're not looking for a most of the financial institutions are looking for a person with $250,000. They're not even trying to give you the information that the wealthy have if you don't have that $250,000. And I think we've all experienced that as business owners. If you're not at that threshold, they're not trying to tell you all the extra things that you can do. But what we do, it doesn't matter if you have 25,000, $250,000, $500,000. I'm giving you the same information, the same service that I give any clientele. So again, what we're doing is actually going out into the community. I'm not in a position where I'm looking to sit down with the higher net worth clients. I'm sitting down with everybody. I'm teaching each, I'm teaching your sister, your cousin, Yeah.
We're gonna go to commercial break, but once we come back, we're gonna dive into that a little more and figure out how you can help people and from all those different levels of financial situations, right?
Good, sounds good.
All right, we'll be right back after this commercial break. Talk about. All right, we're back in action. Also, we wanted to just mention for those viewers out there, we have a game called Numbers Up. I'll let Lynda share it real quick.
Yeah, well, I'll ask for a number, 1 through 50, post it in the chat. And when I announce to post it, then you'll post it. It's right after our next commercial. Put in your number, 1 through 50. And the person that picks the number or closest to the number without going over the number will win a $10 Amazon gift card. And you must be present to win. So hopefully, we get a winner tonight, and if we don't, the money carries over, and next week it'll be $20 Amazon gift card if we don't have a winner tonight. So anyhow, go ahead.
All right, cool. So when we talk, you're talking about, how you can help different types of people, right? Because a lot of times if you're doing rollovers, people want those guys with the big money because they may get I don't know a whole bunch, but it seems like if you got more money, you get more return, right? You got less money, you maybe get less return, but your philosophy is to help everyone. Is that correct?
Absolutely. I'm not poised to sit down. First of all, I'm gonna be honest. I come from a place of education. So when I sit down with a family, that is all my intention to do is when we get across the Zoom or when we're sitting down across the kitchen table, I come from a place of education because I was not educated. And so once I recognized, the lack of education, that was more of a value than the money. So I really enjoyed that. I feel like I win whenever I've shared that information, whenever I've imparted some knowledge in a family. So the money, yes, is great, but the fact that I know that I've blessed that family with something far greater, or left them with something, a nugget that might change their life. Yeah. That's it for me. So I think that stands stronger for me.
Yeah. And so you sell life insurance. That's one of your products that you sell. Can you share a little bit about the different types of insurance you offer?
Absolutely. Well, there are several different types of life insurance. They range just depending on what you're looking for or what you're trying to do. There is what most people call term or temporary insurance. That is where you can buy a death benefit or a high face amount for a low premium amount or low investment. Okay, so again, a lot of families do that. They start off with that because they know they need some kind of coverage, and that's, hey, I honestly tell you, do something. I would rather you tell me you did something than did nothing. I always say GoFundMe is not a strategy; it's stupidity. And so term insurance is the least you can do for your family. Okay, because again, low investment, high death benefit. The next thing would be permanent life insurance. Permanent life insurance would be more like you hear whole life insurance. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me go back to term insurance when I say that, because term meaning you paying for a term of insurance. Okay, so whether that's 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. So you are paying for a term. It's more like renting as opposed to home ownership, because now you are investing in that. You are investing to get that death benefit. But if you do not die within that period of time, your family will not receive that benefit. Wow. Here's the sad fact: 85% of term policies do not pay out.
Wow, 85%.
85%.
That's a lot. And then, when you get to a certain age to renew that term, then it jumps up really high.
Triples.
Absolutely. The idea in that, and I encourage people, is if you're going to do a term product, if you're going to, if you start with a term product, look into a term product. They have term that converts to a permanent product. So you want to, it's an asset to have insurance. Okay, so you want something you want when you sit down to look at insurance, you want to look at it for the long run. Say so. Instead of just sitting there and saying, hey, this is where my money is now, always be thinking about what's the next step. What's the next step? Can can this insurance convert? Can I actually, can I go from renting to having actual home ownership? So, again, think of it as an asset you're getting in first, but think of it on the long term as, can I convert this asset so that I can have it forever?
I have a quick question, and that's good to have it forever. I get these things in the mail all the time, and they're saying like, hey, you can get a $50,000 policy for like $20 or $10 a month. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, again, normally that is most likely a term policy. Sometimes you have to be really certain on some of those providers are not as not A-rated, so they give you these fictitious numbers with these low entry level, but then when it comes to what they will actually pay out for and all the little nuances of it, that's where you're going to get caught up. Or I tell people don't buy insurance from somebody you can't talk to. Mm-hmm. I mean, when I need customer service, I need to talk to you. I don't want to type. I don't want to type to chat.
So I have a question. Not all term policies are convertible, or how do you find out if your term policy is convertible?
You want to ask, and when you're purchasing it, you want to ask, because there are different types of term policies. So there's a term policy that has it's called return of premium. So now again, you still are renting. It's still low premium, low investment premium, but at the end of the period, they will return the money that you've put in it. So if you did not pass, let's say you purchased that and you did it for 20 years, and you paid $50 for $50 a month for 20 years. At the end of that period, once that period is over, they will return the premium. Now, mind you, let's say that's $17,000. You can have that $17,000 back, but you also now no longer have $100,000, $200,000 death benefit. So you have the choice. But now, mind you, you've probably gotten that $17,000 back at 50, 55 years old. Now we're talking about where are we going to get insured? How much is insurance going to cost? So, so there are several different options. You have to be very willing to listen and ask a lot of questions. Ask questions. Most people are not willing to, just, hey, this is what I want. This is what I need. They're so ready to just, hey, I just want to do something. You have to ask questions. And again, as I tell you, I'm an educator first. I like to educate. I want my clients to be educated, because my thing is, I don't want the next insurance agent come behind me and tell me they can give it to you for less, because they're probably going to give you less. So, I want you to know that when you sat down with me, I totally gave you all options and educated you completely.
That's really good. Knowing all your options. And I know you were going to go into like permanent and whole life, but we're going to go to commercial break real quick. And then we're going to come back and we're going to wrap up with some permanent and whole life stuff. And then I want you to also explain compound interest. We'll be right back.
Actually, don't forget to put in your numbers. That's when you didn't announce that. So put in your numbers. When we go to break for the giveaway. We'll numbers be right back. Game.
Welcome to the House of Worship Funny Friday Nights. That's right, every Friday night at 7 p.m., you'll get amazing comedians, phenomenal musical guests, and where God gets all the glory. It's fun for the entire family, and the tickets are only $10. So purchase your tickets at www.how-2018.org. Then stream it into your living room from Facebook or YouTube. See you at the House of Worship, Funny Friday Nights, where laughter is medicine and God gets all the glory.
Laughter is
Man, these commercials are so awesome.
Yeah,
Shout
they are.
out to Shell T. Man,
Yes.
she be doing it. She keep us rolling. Man, if y'all need a commercial, you need something, contact me. I'll put you in contact with Shell T. You know, she's doing some awesome work
yeah,
behind the scene.
Funny Fridays. Watch it, get your ticket. And Black Jewel, he's the one that did our photo shoot. So I
Yeah.
really like him.
Yeah. We got some numbers in the chat.
Oh.
So let's before we
pick the name.
continue.
I mean the number.
All right,
Okay.
let's pick the number.
My mom's bingo game.
All
thing.
right.
Okay, don't tell the number
I thought we were
yet.
supposed to tell the number.
No,
Okay.
no, not
All
yet.
right, sorry, D. Hey, there's so much going on, man. It's like a fun house over here. We got pulling numbers, we got commercials, we got everything happening.
You guys are making it happen. I am not mad.
Yes. So let's talk about what was it? A permanent and whole life.
All right. So permanent insurance is now we are moving over into the idea of actually we are looking at now it becomes ownership. So as opposed to a term where we are looking at investing in 10, 20, 30-year increments, now we don't have any kind of time frame. So usually whole life insurance usually goes to about age 121.
Wow.
They're probably going to end up doing something soon, that takes that out longer because we are living longer. But right now, whole life insurance, if you purchase a whole life insurance, it probably takes to age 121. So
Wow.
now we don't have to worry about, if we live, if we purchased a 30-year at age 30 and we live to age 61, we don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about thinking at age 50, like, this thing is going to term out in about 10 years. We don't have to worry about term. Also goes up incrementally inside every year. So that's another thing. Whole life is pretty stable within the amount. A lot of times what you can get, and this is the thing with whole life, since it is an investment, you can probably get about 1% interest. Okay. So there could be some cash value in there on a whole life policy, on a basic whole life policy. Then there is a universal life. Okay. Universal life is a little bit, it's kind of like now we are pulling from the Toyota and we're going into the Lexus. So we got a little bit more bells and whistles, so same car, just a little bit more bells and whistles. Might got a heated seat or something. So now universal life takes us into that level. So now we can have a little bit more cash value in a universal life policy. And then the final set of insurance, which they call the new insurance or would be the IUL or the VUL. Okay. And a lot of people, have, and that just started within the last 20 years. IUL means index universal life, and the VUL means variable universal life. And that's where now you are able to build equity and cash value. You are able to take tax advantages. So it becomes based on the tax code 7702A, you are now able to invest in life insurance So now you are able not only to have a death benefit, but you're able to save money in the same place. Okay.
Wow.
And you're able to access that money at any time. So tax free. So your family, I'm sorry.
That's really good. I mean, those of you who are watching really need to know your options and know what's going to fit you best, because there are several options, but one option you don't want is not to have it.
Right.
Right. And so, that's some really good information. I'm going to put your contact information up there. You guys can contact Dee at her email right there. I'll put it in the chat, or the phone number, and that way they can go into more detail, and you can, provide a service to see what fits them best.
Absolutely.
That's really good. I wanted you to talk a little bit about, the compound interest.
Absolutely. I'm gonna share a concept and to kind of break down compound interest, and it's called the rule of 72. And a lot of people, it's known as the banker's rule, or the accountant's theory. But it was written by Einstein, and Warren Buffett coined it the eighth wonder of the world. Okay.
Wow.
But what it does is you take the number 72 and you divide it by the interest rate from your financial institution. So whether it's your bank, your credit union, what have you, take that interest rate, divide it by 72, and it'll give you the approximate number of years it'll take for your original investment to double. Okay. So
wow.
here's the thing. I'm gonna play devil's advocate today. Lynda, Ms. Lynda, do you know what interest rate you're getting in your savings account, your checking account these days?
I know it's very low.
0.02.
There you go. Oh my goodness, Eric, you got it. Okay, so let's say for round numbers and math's sake, let's say I give you 1% in Dee's bank. Okay, so if I were to give you 1% today in my bank, okay, 1 divided into any number becomes that number, correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 divided into 72 becomes
72.
Okay, so if you were to walk in Dee's bank and I'm giving you 1%, if you walk in here with $100, that means you walk out in 72 years with $200.
Wow. That's not going to work.
That's not going to work.
Get your money out of the savings account.
Might as well just keep it in your pocket or under the mattress.
Right. There you go. You might as well have had it under the mattress, all of that. So that's what I sit down with families and do daily, is show them where they can get 3, 5, 8, 12, possibly even 15% interest. And that's a better conversation, because now your money is doubling. Now we're growing, we're sitting in that bank. In the bank, you really only need about 3 months of savings. That's liquid money that, you're getting taxed on that money. You don't need a large sum of money in that space, because it's not growing for you.
Wow. Yeah, that's in reverse. Let me just flip that in reverse. Let's go back the other way. The interest rate works the opposite, because let's say the interest rate is working the other way for you, because on a credit card they're giving you that 9-12% interest rate. So now you see why it's grow. It takes so long to get rid of it, because it doubles. Now the doubles, if it's growing, if it's doubling, now you're never getting out of it. So wow.
It's that interest
So
rate.
I just did something on my calculator, right? Just for the sake of having some fun with these numbers. So if you could find something at 15% return, right? Which is, 15% is really high. But if you divide 72 by 15, that means your money doubles every 4.8 years. Huge difference, right? So now you put $5,000 in an account that's going to double every let's just say 5 years. In 5 years you got 10,000, and then in another 5 you got 20,000. So it just goes super. Your money goes a lot faster and higher if you have that higher interest rate number, right?
Absolutely. You right on point. That's it. And again, adversely the other way, because if it's the 15% on that credit card, it's double it every 4 years. So if you're not paying it off, now that thing just doubled back on you. So you
Wow.
got to see it both ways. So
Yeah.
you got to know that, and so now that you know that, now I can see you, Eric. You're gonna be putting all the interest rates in. You're like,
Like, no, they charging me double. I charged $1,000 on a credit card. Now they doubling it in 5 years. I'm paying $2,000 on $1,000 charge.
Right.
There you go.
I'm going to the bank. Actually, I'm going to do it electronically. I'm going to take out all your savings,
Yeah.
and I'm going to find something to double our money. What do you think?
Wow.
What I tell my clients is, don't you want the interest rate that the bank is giving?
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't you want that interest rate? If because all they're doing is, with the money that you give them, they're loaning it to me at that 15%. They're making 3-4 times that, and then they're able to give you back what you put in, because they got 3-4 times that off of me. So it was nothing for them to give you your money back.
Yeah. Compound interest. There it is.
Yeah.
That's what we're going after.
Yes.
We're going after the high yield compound. Wow. Thanks, Dee. That's some really good information. If you guys want to reach out to Dee, you want to learn a little bit more, I know some of these people are in the chat, are in Southern Cal. Reach out to you. You don't have to probably be in Southern Cal. You can do work anywhere in the country, huh?
Right.
Absolutely. Nationwide.
Right.
Nationwide. Zoom has made it amazing, revolutionary.
Wow. Yes, absolutely.
That's really good. Any last words or tips you want to share with our viewers?
I want to say, there are 3 dream killers. Procrastination, inflation, taxation.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And our community has not effectively even tried to see how much our economic power can be if we just stop working within the system and really start looking and sitting down with somebody. Stop closing your doors and closing your mind and saying, I'm good. What about being great? You could be great. I hear that all the time. I'm good. Have a conversation. You just don't know. It might not even, a lot of people feel that what they're going to do is sit down and be asked to spend more money. What it usually is, it's that we can just reallocate something that you're already doing to a situation that could be better for you. So again, that's a free conversation. I have a free conversation. People, again, it's just like this, a document for you for free. That's what I do for the community. Again, so if anybody wants to challenge me on it, challenge me. I'd love to meet you.
Thank you, Dee. Hey, we appreciate you for being on our show. Some really good information. I know we couldn't dive into all the details. That's why we got your contact information up there. People, reach out to Dee if you want to learn more about what she does and how you can get that high interest rate and stop getting that 0.02%
right.
from the savings. Oh, 0.00. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, Dee, for being on our show. We really appreciate you. We're going to be doing the numbers up game right after this commercial break. So put your numbers in the chat. Thanks, Dee.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Yes. You see that? Shell T. That's who's making it happen behind the scenes. She's
Yes.
doing a lot of hard work for us. Man, we love her to death for her doing all that. Thanks,
Yes.
Jay.
To life.
Yeah. All right. We'll say to life. Thanks, Jay Lee, for allowing her to just be a part of our show and doing some great things out here. So it's time for the number up game.
I want to give one more chance. Put in your number and I will give you 10 seconds to put in your number.
You got 10 seconds.
10 seconds
to put in your number.
1 through 50.
Right.
1 through
and
50.
while we waiting for any more numbers to come into the chats from our social medias, just remember those dream killers, right? Inflation, taxation, procrastination, dream killers.
Yes.
Right. All right. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Okay. What's your number? 10 seconds up.
Oh, it's up.
If they haven't put it in now, that's too late.
Oh, all right.
All right.
Like I said, it is 31.
Number 31. Who is the winner? You can't go over. Let's see. Oh, so man, she won. That's the second time, 2 in a row.
Yes.
She going shopping for sure on Amazon. It plays to be in on the game. What number?
I said 31.
Oh, but I didn't see these numbers.
Oh,
did you see those numbers?
Yeah, Bernard went over, and what was Sharon's number?
31. Sorry, hold on. We had 227.
Oh, the first one that picked the 27.
Oh, the first one that picked the 27.
Is
all
who?
right. The first one that picked this 27 was Sharon.
Yeah,
okay. All right, man. Y'all had me nervous, man. Y'all put them numbers in at the last minute. Put those numbers in a little earlier so we're not so stressed out over here.
You're stressed out.
All right.
Anyhow, I've really learned a lot. You think that you know stuff, but then, just by listening to Dee, I just learned a few different things. Like, really.
Yeah.
It's it's a reminder too, like at least have something. I like what you said. At least have something for your family to help, send you off or celebrate your life.
Yeah, and so it won't be a burden. I actually just the other day I was driving home after work and I seen guys on the corner and they had signs to help support their family member who passed away. And, they were asking for donations because they didn't even have funds to bury their family member. I don't know, if they wanted to have a funeral service or whatever it was, but, you want to make sure that you have something, at least, something that you can afford that can at least take that burden off. Yeah. So, thanks, Dee. Thank you for just sharing that information.
Yeah. You never know. Like you never know when it's your time, it's your time. And now people are outliving their life insurance, their term policy. So, what do you do after that when you outlive your term policy and you're at 80 years old? I mean, what's out there for them? Is it the car washes that you have to do? Or the GoFundMe's,
whatever it takes sometimes. So, all right. So, Sherry was asking, what did she win? She won a $10 gift card to Amazon. We're giving out $10 gift cards every week. We're also working with some other individuals to give out some different prizes. So, stay tuned, continue to watch and see how these prizes start growing. Maybe one day we'll be giving away a car. I don't know. Yeah. That might be a little too much right now, but who knows? God can do all things,
yes,
right?
He can.
And so maybe there's something there. Just kind of a recap, talking about temporary term, right? Permanent, whole life, VUL, universal, IUL. Get in touch with someone to learn more about it, get educated, know your options, know what's out there to provide something for your family.
Absolutely.
Oh, the other thing, when you guys watch those videos, what is it? House of Worship, Funny Fridays. They got comedians from all over the Bay that are coming out, and it's super funny. I know we watched it. It's only $10. It helps support their ministry. They're doing some great things out there. You know, Friday night, you might be sitting back on the couch, flicking through the TV. Check out House of Worship. Funny Friday nights. You have a great time. Get you some popcorn, cast it on the TV, and it's the real deal.
You know what, Eric? I think you should audition. Maybe you should audition for the Funny Friday.
No, that takes work.
I know the producer.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yes.
I mean, shoot, that Funny Friday, man. I just want to laugh. I want to be a part of the couch crew.
Yes, just don't chew your gum.
Yeah.
Well, you wanted to be a rap singer, and now you know.
Well, yeah, we all did. I mean, growing up, early,
rap star.
Right? We all was rappers back then, right? I mean, when Sugar Hill came out, we all rapped. Shoot, everybody know that. A hip, a hop, a hibbit, a hibbit, a hip, a hop. What? Get me started up in here.
Yes. You actually did that number at one of our friends' wedding.
Yeah.
Reception.
Yeah,
it was so funny.
Was back in the day.
Yes. Anyhow.
So yeah, next week, who we got next week?
We have can you put up the flyer, Shelty, for our guest? Yes, there he is.
Yes. He's going to be coming to us live from, where is he from? I think he's from New York. Yeah, that's right. New York. Yeah, inspiring young man. He's going to help you, encourage you, and teach you some things that you may not know. And that's what the show is all about. Learning something different, learning a little bit more,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's all good. But
Yes.
I want to share something else too.
Good.
And I heard this today, and someone said, your past doesn't dictate your future. And it reminded me when I worked in probation, I worked law enforcement, and I was working with some guys in there who had done some really serious crimes. And, and it just reminded me to remind someone out there that your past does not dictate your future. And so what that means to me is, if you've done something wrong and you had a little setback, it doesn't dictate what God has for you, the goals, the desires, the dreams that he has. And to take that past and use it as fuel to reach your goals. And so when we talk to all these different individuals that come on our show, everybody has some challenges. Everybody has some obstacles. Maybe one day I'll share some of my stories that can inspire you guys, because some people say, oh, you guys got it going on. You have a show, you have this, but it hasn't always been like this. We've had struggles. We had challenges in our lives. We've had challenges in our marriages. Not marriages. I'm going to get in trouble.
Tell me about that, Eric. Marriages.
So, I just want to encourage you, step outside your comfort zone, take a risk on yourself, and do something. Don't let that past just hold on to you and slow you down from your purpose. And just get out there and do it. Never give up. Change the mindset. There's so many things that I like to share, but
I thought you were preaching for
oh man, that's all good.
That
though.
is good stuff.
We're here to encourage you. We want to make it happen.
I did hear a saying too. It was from an actor, Matt McConaughey. I can never pronounce his name. He says, chase your hero. And then he goes on to say, who is your hero? And then he goes on to say, I am my hero. 10 years from now, I'm my hero. So chase your hero. Your hero is you.
Yeah, that's good.
Who do you want to be 10 years from now? Who is that in you? And chase your hero.
That's really good. Man. We could probably go on all night. We'll have a marathon show. When we start doing like what's that show where they do the phone calls all night? But anyway, hey, we just want to thank everybody for being a part of our show and always coming on and supporting what we do. And special thanks to Shell T and D for being part of our show. Stay tuned next week for our show to come, our shows to come. I mean, we're switching it up every week. We're doing investments, then we're doing entrepreneurs. So we got a lot to coming up in the next couple months. So we're excited about it. I hope you are too. And so we'll see you next week.
Yes, with Stephen Steers. And we're going to talk about entrepreneurship. He has a lot to bring to the table, very knowledgeable in his industry. So stay tuned for Stephen Steers next Tuesday at 6. And congratulations, Sharon, again. We already have your information, so we'll go ahead and send you your $10 Amazon gift card. And you know what? Actually, tell us what you want to hear, too. Put it in the chat or, email us or get on our Workfine page and tell us what you want to hear. What do you want to learn about? I know that we have some other people lined up for investments regarding Bitcoin and something else in that type of industry. And we're just excited. So if you know anyone that would like to be on our show, let us know. If there's a topic you want us to look into and share on our show, let us know. And until then, we will see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday, 6 p.m. every Tuesday.